So is Showtime really done with boxing? There's been rumors going around more recently, again, that this might really be the end for Showtime. Now, we heard things like this in the past. PBC is doing bad. Showtime is looking to get out of boxing. We've been hearing things like this in the past. And the last thing Steven Espinoza said, who was pretty active and vocal on Twitter, and if you don't know who Steven Espinoza is, he's the Showtime sports exec, right? But he says, y'all need to stop with the Tank versus Thurman stuff. It's not happening. Stop believing everything you read on social media. Not all sources are the same. So he debunks the rumor that's been going around that Tank Davis is going to be fighting Keith one-time Thurman. So Steven Espinoza, as we see here, is pretty his ears to the streets, right? And he knows what the people are saying. And I'm sure he sees what people are saying right now in regards to Showtime folding, right? Now, we did hear about the Paramount Plus and CBS Sports, and it could be something with that, right? Some merger, something with that. But Rick Glacier, right? And if you don't know who Rick Glacier is a guy that's pretty popular in the boxing community, I should say, right? Most people know who Rick Glacier is if you're a hardcore boxing fan on the YouTube boxing community or any other social media platform. 9 times out of 10, you heard of Rick Glacier, right? Hall of Fame guy, old school dude, been around boxing for a long time. But he seems to be in the know about certain situations, right? Right here, he says, RIP at Showtime Boxing. He be tagging these guys and everything. 1986 to 2023. It didn't have to be this way, but that's what happens when you pay exorbitant rights fees to cover persons of fighters that exorbitantly overpaid. And this was all done under the watch of hashtag Showtime, hashtag Boxing, Honcho, and culprit Steven Espinoza. Now, one thing I noticed about Rick Glacier over the years, he don't seem to be too fond of Al Heyman or anything PBC, Al Heyman. He don't seem to be too fond of those guys over there. That's just what it looks like, right? One thing I did notice, and this was years ago, this was a while ago, back when PBC first started, Danny and all these guys was getting paid a shit ton of money to fight Rod Salkas and all these guys, right? They was getting paid a lot of money for weak opposition, and that was the narrative back in the day. Well, PBC fighters ain't fighting nobody. They get paid all this money to fight nobody, and that was the narrative back then. And then you see here, he's kind of getting on the zone for their business model. A lot of people is upset with the zone as well because it's subscription based. And I think it's a pay-per-view fight for this Prograis Haney fight. I think that's a pay-per-view fight, but I think you still got to join the subscription as well. It's just too much money involved before you even get to watch the damn fight. Then he says, it's funny that some are asking at Steven Espinoza if Showtime is really going out of the boxing business. What he's supposed to say? Yep, Glacier's right. Showtime is leaving boxing. In truth, hashtag Steven Espinoza would never admit that I'm right, and he's not honest about it. No, he's not honest enough to admit it. Wow. Rick Glacier be talking hella shit on the internet. But I mean, this is what certain guys are talking about, more of the underground guys. This is what they're talking about. It just seems like out of nowhere, boxing hit a huge dry spell. And even for this fight this week with Canelo and Charlo, it just doesn't feel like. I mean, I'm excited for this week. It's a good card, but I just don't feel the buzz for no Canelo Charlo fight. It doesn't feel like it's fight week. But yeah, man. I don't know, man. Some people say that it could be because this is the reason why they've been putting everything on pay-per-view. I don't know, bro. They got Canelo Alvarez for however many fights. This could all just be a rumor, but Espinoza, typically he'll come out and kind of debunk a lot of the rumors, a lot of bad rumors. He may have not got around to it yet, but usually Steven Espinoza, if it's a bad rumor surface in boxing, he usually come out and sets the record straight. Because there's no voice over there on PBC or anything like that. But in this case, it's looking like it's Showtime. It could be a thing with Showtime and CBS Sports, CBS or something like that. So, yeah, you guys, I don't know, man. That's just what the word on the street is. Don't kill the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger, right? This is what the guys are saying. Now, the certain guys that are saying this, hey, take it for what you will. But we've been hearing stuff like this before. We're going to see what happens this time, man. I don't know if it's looking good this time for Showtime. Tell me what you guys think. Is this the end of Showtime in the sport of boxing? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.